Hello everybody and welcome back to my Mounjaro journey. Yeah, I know not everybody likes the word journey. We'll come up with something else and we'll change it. Yeah, as always, the disclaimer is I am not a medical professional, so what I'm doing for me and my health, I'm not telling you what to do. If you have any specific medical questions, go see your GP, your doctor, your prescribing pharmacist, or a nurse, and ask them. They are best placed to give you the best information, the safest information, because there is a lot of people out there giving out information that isn't necessarily that safe. Also, I get my Mounjaro on the NHS because of type 2. Obviously, I'm overweight. And I have liver, spleen, I have to think of it now, liver, spleen, and high blood pressure, and other comorbidities that are involved in that. Excuse me, I'm feeling a bit itchy this evening, so just not long been out the shower. Anyway, welcome back to all my new subscribers. It's really lovely to have you aboard. Really pleased to see you all there, and I'm so glad people are enjoying the videos. As always, give me the thumbs up, as well as, if you're not subscribed, give it a subscribe, because every time we get thumbs up and subscribers, it gets the algorithm going and more people can hear and see what's going on this channel. So this week has been a bit of an interesting week. So Monday was bank holiday. We were supposed to have sorry if you're vegetarian or vegan, we were supposed to have a roast duck dinner, proper roast dinner, on Monday, and it didn't happen for various reasons, and we ended up on Sunday and Monday having a tin of soup each with a bit of bread. That was our dinner in the evening. So that maybe has helped me with keeping my weight under control this week, and also my blood sugars and blood pressure have been quite good. We'll go on to those in a minute. So yeah, I've been doing a course, absolutely nothing to do with Mounjaro. It's actually with an organisation called the Blue Cross in the UK as a pet loss support volunteer, and it's literally you learn how to deal with people on the other end of the phone and to support them, give them lots of support and empathy when they're feeling down. Quite hard for me at the moment because I have little matey, and having already had 2 dogs that I've lost, it tugs at the old heartstrings, but I've been doing it in the background, and I finished the work today. It's the last day. Well, no, it isn't. Last day's Sunday, but I finished the work today, got my last assignment in, which has been taking up quite a bit of my time. So my Friday evenings when I've been doing this have been split between doing assignments and trying to get out a video that's good. And you know, when you've been doing assignments, then you try and do a video, I think on average I get about 10 different videos halfway through, and I have to give up and think, oh, that's ridiculous, why did I say that? Anyway, there we go. So I finished it today. As far as I'm aware, I've passed all the theory side, and I've got 3 practice calls in May, which is quite interesting, where you have to, you know, I mean, we specifically, when we're being tested, know when they're arriving at what time of day. So yeah, yeah, that's one for next month. But yeah, it's just something. Years ago, when we had my first dog, we used to go to the Blue Cross at Victoria. I don't know why we went on the way up there, but we did, because my mum was a single parent, couldn't really afford to do a lot for the dog, but not that he needed a lot, but occasionally we'd go up there, and I'm not quite sure if it's still the same, but when we used to go there, it was a case of if the dog needed treatment, they would do whatever, give you whatever medicine, and if you only had £5, that was all you had, and they'd do it. And so when it popped up on the old Facebook, I decided I think I might give back. I haven't got any money to do it with, but anyway, I'll bore you no more with that. This week, interesting little short I put up, which has got an awful lot of views. As you can, which side am I going to do this? I'll move this way. As you can see, I'm going to put these things up from MedExpress that people have been posting on some of the Facebook groups. I would assume it's also to do with a lot of the other prescribing pharmacists that are online as well. Basically, you cannot advertise, and this had come in earlier in the year, cannot advertise what they call prescription only medicine, or POMs, online. You can't advertise and say, we've got Mounjaro for £50 off. And therefore, by anybody putting up codes, say, oh, if you go to MedExpress, you can get your Mounjaro with this code for £40 off, £50, whatever the thing is. So basically, they've been caught out, the pharmacists, and they've got to stop everybody using the codes. So I'm sure anybody that's purchasing their own Mounjaro knows that they can't give out codes anymore on social media. You can share it between friends and family, but anybody found doing it is going to be in a lot of trouble. And basically, any company that's dealing with those people are going to be in trouble. It's a law. But yeah, the response from people on Facebook are, how dare they? It's a law. It's not a case of how dare they, and it's a law. So they've got to follow the law. And, that means people can't share the codes on social media anymore, which in some ways is quite good, because sharing codes may have made some people that weren't necessarily very aware of it, or weren't sure whether they really wanted it or not, might have pushed them into trying it, which, okay, that's their up to them to do. But as we have discussed, there's a lot of bad information all over social media. A lot of good information as well, especially the community on YouTube are very, very supportive of each other. Way up the thing about the codes, it's an illegal thing now. They're not allowed to advertise codes. So people that have the codes are part of the process, not allowed to advertise the codes. And you can share it between friends and family, but yeah. So if you do have any social media that has codes on it, I would get those codes off very quickly. I did read something this evening that said that MedExpress seemed to be sending out rather threatening emails. I think they were generic, not personal, but threatening about, I think they were saying, nobody actually put it up, but I think they were saying that if people don't adhere to this, they may actually lose their account with MedExpress. I can't believe it's just MedExpress. Nobody's mentioned anywhere else, but I'm sure everywhere else is the same, because they've gone from saying about Mounjaro in their adverts to there's nothing. It's just weight loss medication or weight loss solutions. So so that was what that was about, and I hope it was of help to people to understand what was happening, and obviously this that I've been putting up over here was of help. What else happened this week? Not a great deal, to be fair. I actually had a bit of a blip today because I handed my last piece of work in, and at the end of your module you have a quiz. I've got no issue. I actually enjoy studying. I like it. It's one of the things I sort of miss, no longer being a student at university. I just love it. As I was driving, I had a stone hit the window of my car, and I've now got a great big crack across my windscreen, so I've got to get that done. So I felt a bit bad today. On the upside though, as I posted, anybody that saw my community post, I'd actually got down into the 24s. Not today. I've also had a lot of problems with my back this week. Again, I have resisted taking, I've been taking paracetamol, but resisted taking too much cocodamol. I have had to take 3 doses. So I will probably get a bit bunged up. Sorry, I know it's a bit too much information, but Monday, end of the pen. If the following Monday I've not got down into the 24s, well then you can berate me quite badly because I've dipped into them already. So there's no reason why I shouldn't be in the 24s. A non-scale victory today I did have is out the shower. I got a clean towel out of the cupboard to use, and I thought, oh, let's see how far it goes around, because usually I have to have 2 towels because one sits on my chest and then the other one goes on top, and I go out and dry myself and put it around, did it up, did the thingy, and it nearly all crossed over. I was really pleased. Ooh, these little non-scale victories are great. They really are, because especially like when I see that my scales are looking bad, you have. And the other one is, I can't really, I'll show you. Just bear with me. I'll get up and show you. Ooh, my back ain't good. Right, so I am, this t-shirt, okay, is one that I've had for a bit of time. Can't really show you. It even starting to cover my, I think it is covering my apron now, but look, this was not like this before, and it's not something that I've noticed. Oh, I'm going to have to turn you a little bit there because I sat in the wrong place and my back is not going to take me squiddling about too much. But yeah, I put this on because I haven't worn this since last year. I just put it on after the shower. I'm thinking, hold on a minute, this really is quite loose. Last Sunday, we were out in the garden. The other half was doing some planting because I still, well, with my back's not good, but I still can't get down to do any gardening, and I haven't done that for years. The only gardening I can do is if I'm sitting at a table and do do seeds or something like that, pricking out. Anyway, he's down putting something in. Neighbours across the way come along, and one of them, she comes up to me and she said, "Have you lost an awful lot of weight?" I said, "Why do I look like it?" She said, "You look like you've lost an awful lot of weight." She said, "I hope you don't mind me saying," and I just stared at her for a minute. I could see her heart was going, oh my God, no. And I just beamed this big smile, and I said, "Yeah, I have actually, look," and showed my other t-shirt that I was wearing that's a bit bigger than this one. And told her I'd lost over 5.5 stone, and she went, "Wow, I'm really impressed. She said, it's so much respect to you for that. I didn't tell her about Mounjaro. I thought, I'm not going to go there yet. Let's get the weight off, keep it off, and then tell people. Well, I mean, I don't know whether I will stay on it for longer than other people because of my type 2, but we shall see. Just because it makes the type 2 go away, it doesn't mean the type 2 will stay away. Once you're sorry, I'm so itchy today. Don't know why. And my blood pressure's been same again, 130s over 80s. A little bit high, a little bit low, but mainly the 130 over 30s over 80s. And finger prick tests still the same. I think I'm going to at some point have to go up to the 5 to see if we can shift those along a bit. I need to get the blood pressure further down, and I need to get the bloods a little bit lower, I think. I mean, you may find that I report back that nothing changes much on a 5. However, I'm happy to stay. I may stay on another 1 or 2 2.5 pens while they're working. Let's just see how it goes, and I will report back to my diabetic nurse and get my bloods done and see how we go from there. So I hope you've all had a great week. This isn't the most exciting video because I now want to go and have something to eat. Anyway, I'm going to get on now and leave you be. I hope you've had a good week. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers. Please ask any questions you like. I'm happy to start doing a question and answer thing. I've also been doing some measurements, so when I've got a bit more time I'll do a thing on my measurements, and I have got a couple of photos actually. This one here was, we were at a lunch after I'd been out of hospital a couple of weeks with the pneumonia. I'd settled down and we were with some friends, and I looked dreadful. And this one here was the Foo Fighters, day after my birthday last year. So yeah, again, I hadn't really started this in a very positive or proactive way. So at this point in time, I hadn't really been very serious about the weight loss. I'd lost 2.5 stone and I gained a stone or something back, and that was before the pneumonia. I didn't eat well recovering from the pneumonia, to be fair. Anyway, it's been lovely to talk with you all again. So as I say, questions and answers, if you've got any non-medical questions and answers, tips and tricks, if you want to share, we'll do some question and answer sessions. It's been so lovely to have so many new subscribers this week, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're new here, get and subscribe, please. It's it's really important for the algorithms, as I say that, and giving the old thumbs up. So until Monday, when I hope I'm going to get my jab video done. I don't know if I'll jab. I'm a bit nervous about that, but I'll get the pen ready and show you how I've done it. I'll do that on Monday, and I shall see you then. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.